Zelda Kazuya kicking us off.
Yeah, standing at the top of the mountain, box Kazuya. You better watch yourself, because that means these combos, these inputs, they're not getting dropped. TLC on the Kazuya. Ven, the Zelda player. We just saw Ray earlier playing this very same exact matchup against Wilds, the prodigy Kazuya from Kentucky. Now we get to see TLC taking on Vegas's finest in Ven.
Oh.
And Ven is getting sent out to the skies. TLC just running up and throwing out the forward smash to kick off this best of 5. What a way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And now they're in best of 5 territory. There's a lot more time to maybe try and adapt, make some changes to download, but also a lot more times for this box Kazuya to really get in and make some noise. TLC, I believe, from the RGV region here in Texas, from deep down south. The good part for Ven, it might be very Zelda's surprising explosivity as well, especially in this matchup. Kazuya is, of course, a bit more vulnerable on the ledge and off stage, and Zelda, I mean, that's where she shines. That Phantom going to do a lot of work in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely the biggest thing to keep the Kazuya at bay. We saw Ray do a lot of that against Wilds, but it is going to be down to, hey, can you keep that up? Can you keep the Kazuya from getting in? Because if these things start happening, again, I mean, TLC's nodding at it with the tag, right? Tess, you know that this Kazuya is going to be just like that. We're not dropping those combos. TLC has been showing that through and through thus far, but it's going to be up to Ven to stuff him out in various other ways, right? You have to be the boss fight as Zelda, and Ven has been doing a good job of that so far, but again, TLC, this advantage state, been very difficult to shut down. Still hanging on after that sour down air.
Yeah, almost got the reversal there, but yeah, sour down air, unfortunately not going to do it on a big boy like Kazuya with a very, very solid up B.
Whoa!
Dang.
Just tumbling on him.
Yeah, just did a nice little somersault right to the knees. Going to close out game number 1 for TLC.
Real solid stuff. Yeah, I mean, just, again, I think it shows that the philosophy with this game that continues to stay undefeated is beat the crap out of the other guy more than the other guy beats the crap out of you. And Kazuya is just the gold standard.
He is the king of beating the crap out of you, out of getting the most off of these single interactions. And you're right, that's what it is. Every character in this game has something, and it's simple as boiling down to, can you do your something more than that person does their something? So opting to go for Town and City here. Interesting counter pick here. I know this is typically like one of the no-no stages you really don't want to take Kazuya to, just because of the FD transformation.
Right, yeah, it can stay flat. But Ven, you know, you do have the tools to keep the Kazuya at bay, even if the stage is flat. We saw Capitancito doing that against Emma's Kazuya earlier, right? And of course, Big Gunner's a little different than Zelda is, but still having those projectiles, having those tools to stop jump-ins and all of that, even though we've seen TLC do a pretty good job of like rolling in, getting past these Phantoms and everything, you know, it's going to be up to Ven to really make these moments here count, not to let TLC in, and that definitely seems to be the game plan. However, if that one hit does happen, you could be gone, and it's just a miscue there from TLC that leaves Ven alive.
Cool as a cucumber in the player cam, by the way. Just a slow shake of the head beneath the aviators. Like, yeah, that should have been I imagine the Dragon Fist, the hold down on the electric input to get the kill there, but because of that, we're well, approximately even, Steven. We'll see how this Kazuya combo ends up putting Ven at, but tit for tat so far in the second game.
Yeah, definitely pretty even. I mean, Town and City's definitely not a bad stage to pick, especially because maybe FD, but you're getting a lot more space to work with. And look, it doesn't matter what stage you're on. That down throw into back air, you miss that DI, Ven's able to react to it. Kiss it goodbye, especially with those closer blast zones.
Absolutely. And Ben, as you can see, has been opting to kind of try to go even match for match with Kazuya, but easier said than done. TLC gonna knock Ven's second stock into orbit.
It's just like you've been saying, right? That FD transformation is the killer for Ven. And I think, you know, maybe a little unlikely that he finishes off this stock before the stage transforms again. TLC, on the other hand, you know, one hit anywhere can definitely do it. But going to be up to him to get back in on Ven. Built up 78%. There's the electric. No reaction to that DI, though, so Ven is going to survive. And transformation's about to happen pretty soon, if it even matters. Not even going for the Dragon Punch input like you said this time, but does buy enough time for this FD transformation to come through. So it is an uphill battle for Ven, sitting at 120. Tons of moves can do it. Love holding down on that recovery to let the hitbox poke through the stage.
You can't just be hanging out at the ledge like that, brother. I have tools around that. Oh my goodness. A flurry of death.
That's the move that would trip, but Ben wasn't even on the ground, and now it's slightly less Final Destination, but your stock is slightly less alive. TLC, 2 straight games, going up 2-0. Breathing a little sigh of relief. That one definitely a bit more of a battle than the last one, but still going up 2-0. Only needs one more to be the first on-stream best-of-5 victor here at Low Tide City. He's also got the gloves, too.
That's what I'm saying. He's
the
got
professional.
the
Glove. Just
glove.
one.
The single, the optimal. He's got the different colored buttons and stuff like that. Like he's a box player through and through.
That's the killer glove, isn't it? That's the one that he's like the professional, the hitman.
That's the
right?
hand. That's the hand the curse mark is on. You know?
Yeah. He takes it off and he just reveals the power's taking over.
Exactly.
Well, game 3, we are back to Town and City Bobbles. Ven definitely seeming like, you know, it was close enough of a game that he wants to come back here, but again, flatness of this stage definitely came back to hurt him. And, you know, if he can adjust that game plan, if he can just keep things a little bit more tight while the stage is like this, and honestly on that second transformation as well, still pretty Kazuya favored. Nonetheless, Ben's sticking to it though.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that second game definitely, while it was close, there were a couple key moments where TLC did miss the follow-up in the combo there. So I think if Ben just tries to hunker down and make sure his advantage is still keeping the pace with Kazuya's like it has been, I think we could probably start to see this set turn around.
When you see Ven is taking the Wii Fit trainer route, right? I'm going to sit at the ledge. I'm going to hit you with a move or two here. No dice on that grab. No Hell's Gate today. And Ven now taking a pretty solid lead. Nice little setup to try to get the Phantom to connect. And there we see TLC does DI that down throw correctly. So no lightning kick follow-up. But Ven still ready for anything.
Yeah, and now that he's got this lead, he can actually play like, you know, a step or two back and really kind of actually force the Kazuya to approach instead of having to try and go 1-for-1 with him. Still living though.
Stalling that recovery with the neutral B after the jump. I definitely was a little scared on the distance there, but Ven continuing to just hammer the bottom of the stage with those up airs. And no, not at a percentage where you can get that combo off stage. And Ven just kicking him right to that upper right corner. 146% and still hanging on against Kazuya. He has got to be feeling a lot more comfortable than these last couple games.
Absolutely. I've been thanking his stars. The best of 5 starts here in top 96. He's, you know, he's been making the slow adjustments, and now that even though he is down 2-0, I mean, man, this is like a night and day change for Ven in this set.
That'll definitely do it, eventually getting that grab. But yeah, I mean, a totally different look here in this game 3, like you were saying, Bobbles. Love to see Ven making those adjustments. Couldn't quite get the combo into the forward air, drifted forward a bit too much. And again, a lot of these Zelda combos are pretty incumbent on reacting to the DI. Couldn't get the neutral B out in time. No reset on the electric though. TLC, it's not that he's, you know, not reacting in time. He's just making the wrong decision on a couple of these combos. That's where he's been dropping them. And Ven definitely getting some bang for his buck on these stocks. But as I say that,
Dang.
Kazuya Mishima, last stock.
114 with the Rage Drive on deck. Things are looking pretty spooky for Ven. Even though he's at 0, he's going to have to play perfect. There's a transformation coming up on this stage pretty soon as well.
It doesn't even matter right now.
Like, I'm sweating a little bit.
If he goes to that side platform, he can be in danger too. Now it's fully flat. Didn't react to the DI with that up B. Oh my God, here comes Kazuya.
Oh, this is terrifying. Empty transformation on deck. TLC taking a step back. Has been hit by too many of those up airs, but the lightning kick from ledge going to keep Ven's winner's bracket alive.
It's been getting hit by a few of those too, and I think that Ven's been catching on to a habit of, okay, if he's out of range for this up air, whenever I grab the ledge, he's going to dash up and try to throw out something to cover my get-up meaty. And so instead, I'm just going to wait a tick and then throw out that forward air, punish that dash up. Ven taking this to a game 4 because, like we said, it's a best of 5. And like you mentioned, Ven looking a lot more solid here as we venture into that best of 5 territory. And I feel like part of that is the Kazuya of it all. I think that Kazuya is like a better character in best of 3 format. And then once you start getting to the best of 5, once you can drag it out and start downloading some of those, especially the movement habits from the Kazuya, things start to feel a little bit better for you. And Ven now getting taken to yet another flat stage, but also another big one. This could be his set to take.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I definitely I mean, I understand. I think as Zelda keeping these bigger stages open, you know, typically, like you said, there are like no stages you don't want to take Kazi to. Typically FD the big one, and then Kalos in town, depending on, you know, character matchup here. But showing, you know, great fortitude so far. Almost got hit by the sweet spot on that side, but that would have been a big danger time for Ben. But the elevator going to get the first stock.
Noticing after that last game, right? No need to react to the DI. Just go straight up. I'm going to get that hit. TLC's not getting out of that one. And yeah, Ben taking an early lead. And this is where this big stage counter pick is going to come back to bite TLC pretty heavy, because now Ben does get to just run away. We already saw him doing it on the first stock. Now he has absolutely no reason to be anywhere near Mr. Mishi.
Absolutely. It's so much space control that Ben's going to try and exude here between, well, you know, you can only control for so long, I suppose. A forward smash is pretty good at breaking down the wall, so to speak.
There have been 2 times now that TLC has just run up and just done the mollywop forward smash out of nowhere.
Just the biggest straight right you've ever seen in your life.
It's literally like, there's enough time to do an anime monologue of, wait, is he really throwing a not here?
Exactly. He's like, he's really about to rock me right now. That's crazy. I mean, Ben keeping composed, still over a stock up on here, and man, I'm not gonna say download complete because it's Kazuya Mishima and this is a best of 5, but
look, the download can be complete, but if it's Kazuya we're talking about, that download could have viruses. That could be malware.
That's just straight, yeah.
There could be malware in that download. You never know, and sometimes it just doesn't matter. This is a non-functioning program, and he just armored through malware. See,
malware,
install
absolute.
malware bytes, put it on Zelda. You are not safe. Do not go to that website.
Ben too busy trying to get the new Linkin Park album off of LimeWire. Didn't realize what he was downloading. It's crazy.
Wow, and again, and that time he knows, right? You don't have the armor, you don't have Rage Drive. There's no reason for me not to throw out this forward smash. And Ben is taking this to a game number 5.
This has been a pretty lightning fast best of 5, I would say.
Yeah.
As expected, I guess, between these 2 characters. You know, with these 2 characters, either run over or get run over, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, you never heard of a neutral heavy as Zoner Kazuya.
Right. Yeah. Kazuya does not generally tend to take games slow, because if games are slow against Kazuya, they're generally not going.
Yeah, the Kazuya's probably not winning if the game's taking 5-6 minutes. You know.
Interested to see Hollow Bastion here for Game 5. We were just talking about, you know, those flat stages are really good for Kazuya. He gets those combos. He forces you to land somewhere near him. But the bigger stages have been presenting a problem. And Hollow Bastion, pretty large stage. Like, I understand maybe if it's, you know, small battlefield, Smashville getting banned, you know, maybe you don't want to go to PS2. But, I mean, Hollow Bastion, Ven's still going to get a lot of room to work with, and Zelda covering that center platform is very scary. These juggle games could be very dangerous for TLC.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with the stage counter pick. Just in my experience, I've seen a lot of Ray gameplay in my days, and I feel like the Smashville's type stages with the big center platform are so good for Zelda. She can cut her space control gets even that much more better. Almost, I would say, like a high tier. You could think.
She starts to seem pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, the armor again, though. He says, I don't care about your hitboxes. As long as I run up and I can face tank it, I'm going to get some damage. But always got to be worried about that up air under the stage. Ven has really just said, hey, you need to have an answer for Zelda sitting at ledge. And so far, he hasn't really had one, right? Kazuya can sometimes threaten that down smash, but he's been a little bit too eager, and Ven very early is going to either go for those drop-offs or immediately go for that lightning kick off ledge. And it sometimes is a back and forth, but electric right there, enough to tag that get up, take it at 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, no extra credit here for Ven this time around. Gonna still have to try and get this damage, get the stock off the hard way.
Just drifting back to the right side of the stage, and it is time for the Phantom to shine. This is especially where you're talking about that middle platform being so good for Zelda. Phantom can cover the ground in front of Zelda when she's sitting at the ledge, and also hit up on that platform, which is so good for her.
Right, because ideally when she throws out Phantom, that's when you want to try and start closing the space, at least you know, approaching whatever distance it is. But with that platform as a safe haven, you don't really get to do that.
Ah. And I think honestly the longer set taking a toll on TLC as well, right? You were talking about that center platform. TLC was about to take advantage of it, but sort of as you go along in a set, sometimes it's harder to keep the perfect mindset. Did not go for a reaction tech chase on that platform, and Ven able to close it out, and now got TLC down to last stock. After he was up 2-0, Ven seems like the reverse 3-0 might be a reality unless TLC can fire back in kind and quickly.
Yeah, a stock here would be great. I mean, Ven's been playing really, really good on the ledge the entire even in the games he's lost. You know, his sharking has been incredible, but the damage now needs to start coming on. TLC's got to get the stock now, otherwise it's game over.
There's just been a couple times that Ven has just not hit confirmed that down tilt into forward air and doing a really good job again of just sticking to this ledge, noticing that TLC hasn't had the answers just yet. 72% on Kazuya. This is definitely a confirm into a lightning kick away, but we're going to last stock RGB versus LV, the Rio Grande Valley or Las Vegas. Only one of them can stay alive in the winner's bracket, Bobbles.
Yeah, and 82%. This may as well be an even game, Kimona. There is not much separating. Oh, the parry! Oh, that's terrifying.
That move is just so safe, though. There's nothing you can do as Kazuya there. Ben still barely able to hold on to it. Does have to worry about that Rage Art being able to armor through the night or something, but TLC doesn't have much time left on it.
Yeah, only so much more to go. I mean, he's trying so hard. He's just swinging for the fence, just trying to get this hit onto Ven, and Ven's like, no, I'm hiding behind my bodyguard.
Ooh!
Did I hit the slow walk?
The slow walk so that he could get the forward tilt out as well. 160%, the neutral get him, didn't get caught. Hell's Gate just to get the edge guard going. 30%? What the?
Off of one throw, pardon? Oh, no.
No way! Knockdown, back air! But Hollow Bastion is big enough to hold Ven even at that percent, but these players are both now one stock away, and he waited for Ven to hold down, and TLC is gonna come out on top with that tender, loving honk.
Look,
the down smash.
A wise trio of women once said, don't